Imagine this. You're in a whirlwind romance. Everything feels electric. And then, silence. The phone stops ringing, the texts fade away, and you're left wondering what happened. It's like being on a roller coaster that suddenly derailed. Buckle up, because we're diving into the wild world of expectations, unexpected silence, and the twists that life throws at us when we least expect it. Let's set the stage. You meet someone, and it feels like a scene straight out of a romantic comedy. Sparks fly, laughter fills the air, and you think, this could be the one. But then, just like that, the universe throws a curveball. She never saw this coming, did you? Picture her, full of hope, dreaming about the future. And then, nothing. The silence is deafening, and she's left playing the world's most confusing game of emotional charades. What went wrong? Did she say something? Did you? Welcome to the reality of modern romance, where 1 minute you're on top of the world, and the next you're stuck in an emotional limbo. Now, let's rewind a bit. Think back to the early days of your own relationships, the excitement, the butterflies, and yes, even the overthinking. When you're in the honeymoon phase, everything feels perfect. But what happens when that high fades? When the reality of life sets in, and suddenly it feels like you're the only one invested in this fairy tale? You start to notice the little things, the missed calls, the delayed responses, and the way conversations seem to dwindle. It's as if the vibrant colors of your connection are slowly fading to gray. You wonder if it's just a phase, or if something deeper is at play. The uncertainty gnaws at you, making it hard to focus on anything else. Here's the kicker. Communication is key. But what happens when the communication line goes dead? It's like a game of telephone gone horribly wrong. The whispers of doubt creep in. Was it something I did? Did he lose interest? These thoughts race through her mind, spiraling into a cyclone of confusion. And let's be real, it's not just her. It's a universal struggle. Let's delve deeper into this confusion. The human brain is wired for connection. When that connection snaps, it can feel like losing part of yourself. You start questioning every interaction, looking for clues in text messages and conversations. Was there a hidden meaning in that last text? Or perhaps the emoji used was a sign of disinterest. Overanalyzing becomes second nature, and before you know it, you're trapped in a web of what-ifs. Now let's talk about the power of silence. It can be a weapon or a shield. In this case, it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, silence can create space for reflection. On the other, it can feel like a rejection, leaving her in a whirlwind of emotions. The irony? Sometimes the silence speaks louder than words. It's a powerful reminder that not all stories have a fairy tale ending. But let's flip the script. What if, instead of retreating into silence, you took a leap of faith? What if you reached out, laid all your cards on the table, and expressed your feelings? That takes guts, right? But therein lies the magic. Vulnerability can be incredibly attractive, and it opens doors to deeper connections. Now let's add a twist. Ever heard of the fear of commitment? It's a beast that lurks in the shadows, gnawing at the edges of even the most promising relationships. You might be thinking, I've got it all figured out. But trust me, commitment issues can turn even the most confident individuals into nervous wrecks. The fear of being vulnerable, of opening up, can lead someone to retreat into silence rather than facing the music. This fear isn't just about romantic relationships. It seeps into friendships, family ties, and even professional connections. It's a pervasive anxiety that can make people second-guess their choices at every turn. What if I get hurt? What if I'm not good enough? These questions can paralyze someone, pushing them further away just when they should be leaning in. Here's a juicy thought. Sometimes the silence isn't about you at all. It could be them grappling with their own demons, past heartbreaks, trust issues, or just plain old fear of intimacy. It's not personal, yet it feels intensely personal, doesn't it? The emotional roller coaster you're on can be exhausting, and trying to decode their actions can feel like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. Now, let's get a little deeper. What about the self-sabotaging behaviors? These are the nasty little gremlins that pop up when things start to feel too good to be true. She may have a tendency to push people away when things get serious. It's like watching a movie where the hero is about to win, and just at the last moment, they trip over their own feet. This instinct to self-sabotage often stems from a fear of vulnerability. The closer you get to someone, the more exposed you feel, and that can be terrifying. It's a paradox. The very thing you crave, intimacy, can also be the source of your greatest fears. This self-sabotage isn't always obvious. It can manifest in subtle ways, like pulling back emotionally, avoiding important conversations, or even scheduling conflicts that seem too convenient. It's a defense mechanism, a misguided attempt to protect oneself from potential heartbreak. But here's the bitter truth. In trying to shield themselves, they often create the very outcome they fear most. But wait, don't lose hope just yet. Remember the importance of self-reflection. In the midst of chaos, taking a step back can offer clarity. What are your patterns? What are your triggers? Understanding yourself better not only helps you navigate relationships, but also empowers you to break free from the cycle of confusion and silence. Self-reflection can be a powerful tool. It's like holding up a mirror to your emotions, allowing you to see the bigger picture rather than getting lost in the minutiae. Journaling, talking to friends, or even seeking professional help can be beneficial. The more you know about yourself, the easier it becomes to communicate your needs and desires in a relationship. As we delve further, let's talk about the art of closure. When the silence becomes unbearable and questions linger in the air like smoke, seeking closure can be a game changer. It's not about blaming or pointing fingers, it's about finding peace within yourself. Sometimes that means having the tough conversations, even when it feels uncomfortable. But here's the catch. Closure doesn't always come from the other person. Sometimes it's about finding that sense of resolution within yourself. It's about accepting that not every story has a clear ending, and that it's okay to move on without all the answers. This acceptance can be liberating, freeing you from the chains of unanswered questions. Now, here's a twist you might not expect. Embracing the unknown. What if you chose to see the silence not as an ending, but as an opportunity for growth? Think of it as an open chapter in your book of life. The absence of answers can lead to self-discovery, pushing you to explore what truly makes you happy. Who knows? You might find that this experience leads you to a more fulfilling relationship down the road. Embracing the unknown means letting go of the need for certainty and welcoming the possibilities that lie ahead. It's about trusting that life has a way of unfolding in ways you can't predict. Embrace the spontaneity, the unexpected twists, and the lessons learned along the way. Let's not forget the power of friendship during these turbulent times. Lean on your pals. They can be your sounding board, offering fresh perspectives when you're caught in a web of emotions. Sometimes, just talking it out with a friend can clear the fog, helping you regain your footing in the chaotic world of relationships. Friendship provides a safe space for vulnerability. Your friends can help you process your feelings, remind you of your worth, and even provide a much-needed distraction. They can help you see the bigger picture when you're drowning in the details. But here's the real kicker. What if silence isn't the end, but a new beginning? What if this experience teaches you valuable lessons about love, communication, and the importance of being true to yourself? The path to understanding can be messy, but it's also incredibly rewarding. As you reflect on your journey, think about the qualities you want in your next relationship. What worked? What didn't? This is your chance to learn from the past and apply those lessons to future connections. The silence can serve as a catalyst for growth, pushing you to become the best version of yourself. Now, let's circle back to the original question. Why did she never see this coming? Because life is unpredictable, and love is even more so. We craft narratives in our minds, hoping for the best. But reality often has other plans. The key takeaway: embrace the unexpected. The twists and turns are what make life exciting. As we wrap up this emotional journey, let's remember that every silent moment can lead to a breakthrough. Don't be afraid of the silence. Instead, use it as a catalyst for growth. Whether it's reaching out for clarity, reflecting on your own emotions, or simply enjoying the ride, there's always something to learn. So, the next time silence envelops you, take a deep breath. Embrace the uncertainty. Because who knows, it might just be the start of something beautiful. In the end, it's not about the silence itself, but what you choose to do with it. Will you let it drag you down, or will you rise above it? The choice is yours, and that, my friend, is the exciting part of this journey we call life.